This conference will now be recorded.
We'll start the meeting with a pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
First order of business is the regular board meeting minutes from May 1st. Do I have a motion to accept?
I make a motion.
I'll second.
Any changes or corrections? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Thank you, Anita. Second item is our emergency board meeting minutes from May 3rd.
Oh, yes, those just went out this afternoon.
Everyone have a chance? Can't believe they're very long.
No, I'll make a motion. I'll second.
Any corrections?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, Anita. Electric Department Annual QEI Service Agreement, which just reminded is the SCADA system. And now I have a motion to approve.
I make a motion.
I'll second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Item D, change order number 8, water treatment plant upgrade general construction. Has everyone read that, or would you like some input on it?
I read it, yeah.
A motion to approve?
I'll make the motion. I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Art,
Yes.
and Mindy, I think that should be noted that this is an addendum to the prior submission by Kathy Suazo, just outlining the scope of services. Is that a correct statement, Mindy?
That was a part of the minutes. These are the change orders for the water treatment plant upgrade. What she's referring to is during the last board meeting, we approved the outline for Kathy and her team to help us with grant applications. That is an addendum to the original bid process for the EPG grant that we received. So yes, that's a true statement. Just not, doesn't have anything to do with this change order right now.
I just was clarifying because what we got in the packet for this meeting tonight does not have any cost in it. And that cost was in the prior document. This is an addendum to that, setting forth the scope of services that were in that prior document.
Okay. Good with that?
Yeah.
That is what you said in your motion to approve,
Yes.
right? It is an addendum.
Yes.
You got all that. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Great. Item E, change order number 9, water treatment plant. Assuming you've all read that. Any questions there? Would someone make an approve? This is probably going to be another addendum for 10 minutes.
I make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Very good. And item F, change order number 5, water treatment plant and electrical construction. Another amendment or addendum.
This was actually, this was the $0 one, right? This was.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so no addendum. Okay, so just someone want to approve?
I make a motion.
And
I'll second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Very good. That brings us to item G, Arbor Day tree dedication request. Anyone have any questions there?
Went over that the other day. I'll make a motion for that.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Very good. And item H is the Memorial Day parade request.
I'll make the motion. I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, very good. Sometimes we've closed the road down, sometimes we haven't. I guess if you talk to Chuck, let him decide.
Yeah, no, he knows.
No one's
He
been,
received it and he's fine with the request.
So the request came from the
Yes.
Legion, yeah.
okay.
So are they doing a parade or are they doing just the flags?
A parade.
Doing parade.
Yeah, they haven't done
Norris
one.
Plain Music.
But they haven't,
Norris Plain Music, paper, maybe.
but they haven't done a parade since COVID, right?
Yes.
No, they haven't. Great.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
That's correct.
That's correct, right?
Yes, that's
Yes,
correct.
yes, no.
It'd be good to have them back. Okay, and last item is date change for second June board meeting to June 26th to accommodate our, hopefully our budget being done. Mindy still being upright. No nervous breakdown, and
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Very good. Anything else to come from clerk?
Just today, I got a request for some Can-Am banners for one date in June and 4 dates in July. It's all standard. The June one slightly conflicts with the horse show, but Kimball always works that out so everybody is satisfied. So if everyone's fine with it.
As always, if I don't have this to you beforehand to think about, you don't have to, but if you guys are okay with that, since it is routine, we'll take a motion.
I'll make,
John Paul, who wants to do a second? All in favor?
aye.
Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay.
The tiny warrant.
It is, oh, 50. Nothing but Band-Aids and screws.
Potential items, warrant affidavit number 19, motion to approve.
I'll make the motion.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Very good. That was you, Jackie.
It was.
Thank you as always. Anything else to come
I
from
was
treasurer?
here too.
No, you should do it.
Didn't assist. I made it.
No.
Back
She
up.
said it was so small, I didn't have to.
I know.
How about anything coming from new business? How about old business?
The old business was, did we ever do anything about, Mark was gonna check on kayaks?
So I've gone down there a couple of times. What I saw, there is plenty of space at the kayak rack. Of course, it's up high, but there is, so the kayaks that I saw were personal kayaks that were chain, not rentals. There are 2 kayaks that if they're rentals, oh boy, I wouldn't be charging them. I wouldn't be charging too much for them. But there were no paddles. So again, I'm just gonna make that assumption. But Mark's gonna keep an eye on it.
That's all I wanted, because I don't want to hear somebody going,
I guess the other old business, from the LPBA meeting, I don't know if you remember, Lori was working with students with the appearance committee.
Yes.
To make cool crosswalks going into,
Yep.
from First Teddy Bear Park. That's gonna be happening within the next couple of weeks.
Well, I talked to Brad today because what they're waiting for is,
Patching.
yep, the patching, which they need to wait for the blacktop to open up, and Brad will check on
But
that.
we'll have that for the summer, which will be.
What is it, painted on or chalk or what? would it be?
Painted on. What they're gonna need to have done is a base layer put down, and then they'll paint on top of that. It's gonna wear off, but it'll definitely last through the fall, I would think.
And then Hillcrest Park's getting a lot of use with the new homestead development. Kids are streaming up the sidewalk.
Great.
Nice.
That's
which one? Oh, the homestead's the one down.
Which there's,
economical housing.
how many in Fawn Valley? How many?
6 homes, and then there'll be 16
And
town.
5 people already moved in.
I think they're all sold.
Yeah, but I mean, as far as moving.
Yes, yeah.
There's only
Haven't moved in.
one
That's
that's
great.
being finished.
Well, if this is new,
That's West Valley.
right,
Yeah.
That's
right.
the-
And I don't know if, I travel West Valley quite a bit, and there are a lot of walkers on that road now.
There are, yeah.
And it seems as if Mackenzie Overlook does not, they have space for 75 cars, but not every resident has a car. So more and more of them
Are walking.
are
this valley.
walking. And I think Derek is planning on cutting a path through the Shipman lot so that they don't have to walk that. But I think he's still working with the school. But, I know we've talked about a sidewalk before, and
It's not going to happen overnight.
no, it's not. It's not. I get that.
Right, but there, yeah, even if it's not a sidewalk, we need to figure out how to enlarge the shoulder. So-
Most of it's town,
Yeah, most of it is town.
How is that?
Because
almost all town.
No, yeah, that's right, that it should be in the village, and yeah, I'm not going there.
Okay, anything else under old business? Okay, and nothing under mayor items. Any trustee reports?
I have two items. So the first is just an update on the comprehensive plan. So the groups received 4 RFPs back from consultants and is just sort of now set evaluation criteria this afternoon, and we'll be evaluating them as a group over the next week, and we're going to meet next week to kind of compare notes and figure out the way forward from there. So that's
Great progress.
good, yeah. And then the other one is from Kimball, and this is about the TCC and congestion charging. And I think that I met with him this morning and kind of took a look at the past data and the recommendations from the consultants. And I think the upshot is that I think the recommendation is to leave things as they are, because the capacity in our area looks really good, and so there doesn't seem to be any need to hedge, and we actually end up better off as it is right now.
Are you familiar with what the TTC is?
He talked about that.
Okay.
Yes. Good. So that's his, when they take all of our, this congestion,
Yeah.
and then because they're all using it, he said at some point we have to look at like the old days where you can't do your drying, do your laundry until after midnight, for cheaper.
Yeah, I think what he means is somewhere we'll change the rate so if you choose to go at night, it's cheaper.
And she might be too young, her, remember that it used to be, to call somebody, you had to wait until after 9.
Oh, I remember that. I remember that.
Yeah, cheaper charges, but I think that also we're benefiting right now from a lot of the wind north of Plattsburgh right now, our wind generation, and that's kind of keeping prices in a good place for us now, but we know that once they open up the transmission line south,
Once they have a way to take their power, we're in trouble.
the situation may change. So, I think watching brief, the good news is that we have an opportunity to relook at that and relook at our position on that every year. So
We had to pay for the help, pay for that. Probably did.
but yeah, we'll take a look at, keep an eye on how that looks and the timing, but for now we're good.
And I did read, I just finally caught up on the emails 3 days ago. I did read your summaries of like the EPA and all that. Thank you very much for that. Good.
I think some helpful links there in terms of the link between kind of planning, the comp plan and zoning. That, I know that with the STR, you guys have been all over in the past, but I think it's helpful with the current comp plan to keep in mind. And I think Emily invited, people from zoning along to the comp plan discussions, just to kind of start to knit that together really early.
And you got the Mercy Care stuff, right?
Yeah.
Did you get it in time or?
I was gonna talk to you, so, is it just register and?
I guess they said it was almost full and closing out, but if you can't get it,
Okay.
I'm sure I can.
Okay, fine.
Just let me know.
Perfect, all right.
Okay.
I'll get on that.
Anything else for trustee reports? Okay, we'll open it up to public comment. We don't know who private is, but if you have any questions for the board, we're happy to answer.
I'm sorry, I missed what the Mercy Care topic was.
They're having their, what's the official term for it? It's a.
Training day.
Is it where it's they have, no, it's not
Is it a
training.
Is it a symposium?
No, it's a seminar. They have guest speakers coming in.
I thought it was training to be part
They
of,
have that too, but this that she's
Okay.
going to is for this, all about the aging in place. She's going to the symposium. What's the date again?
I think it's in June, early June. I'll double
Early
check
June,
it.
yeah. That's what that is. If you need any more on that, just let us know.
The only other thing I was wondering is if you guys had an idea of when you might have a preliminary budget and when you might be ready for a public hearing.
Well, I'm working on it right now. I hope to have the budget itself done tentatively by the end of the month. Public hearing probably coincide with the first board meeting or in that vicinity. And then any modifications will be done and hope the plan is to approve the budget on the 26th of June.
So if we're having a public hearing, the first board meeting.
Well, in that,
We don't know
we don't
yet.
have to, but we'll announce it at the next board meeting.
Yeah.
Although this is the last one before that one,
Yeah. No, yes,
Is it?
you're right, yes.
before
So do
the
you want
first
to
June.
tentatively set that?
If we can,
Do you know?
Sure.
yeah,
I mean,
So you want
we
to do
could
it at
cancel
the June 5th?
yeah.
And do we want to do that,
We could do it right before.
how much time? Flip a coin, it's either
10,
we know.
15 minutes max.
Sure, if it bleeds into the board meeting, we can, you know.
So
do that.
4:45 on June 5th.
Do we need a motion for that? or-
No.
Just do it.
I'll just, yeah, send out an announcement.
There you go. Any other questions?
No.
Okay. Okay, there's nothing else to come before the board tonight.
I make a motion, we adjourn.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you very much, as always.
Thank you.
Is that close? 16?
You know,